What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Josh here with Super Sport Enthusiast, and today we're bringing you a video based on some cool content, man. All right, we have some cars like finally legal. There's some vehicles that are finally legal that we can bring into the U.S. Okay, so there's vehicles, of course, that are made in other countries that are not originally sold in the United States. Most of these cars we're talking about today are from 1995, and now they're more than 25 years old, so you can legally import them. We know when it comes to import laws, guys, if it's under 25, it ain't happening. Once over 25, there's some legalities behind that. I'm not too good in, so I'm not going to bring something up that I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but I know over 25 you can import most of these because there's a little hole, a little loophole or whatever. The Imported Vehicle Safety Compliance Act, commonly known as a 25-year import rule, it pretty much prevents individuals from importing new foreign market vehicles without undertaking a lengthy and costly testing for federalization process. Proponents of this legislation claims that the IVSCA keeps American drivers safe. So again, I guess they're just saying, after 25 years, that's their limit of when we can import cars. So there you go. And that was searched on Google. All right, first we have here is the Subaru WRX series McRae. All right, so although the Subaru WRX first appeared in 1992, it didn't make its first U.S. appearance until 2002. In 1995, to celebrate the success and legendary rally driver Colin McRae, Subaru UK created a special limited edition version of the all-wheel drive Impreza sedan. That year, McRae became the first British driver in the world to win, well, not in the world, but the first British driver in the world to win a rally championship. The cars were even prepared by ProDrive, the company that produced McRae's dominant WRC machines, right? So that's pretty cool. They were called the Series McRae. That was the names they were given. Subaru released just 200 of the special WRXs. Each was, of course, a turbocharged flat four painted rally blue with gold wheels, as you guys can see in this picture. All right, next we have here the Mercedes-Benz Special Edition SL Mille, if I am pronouncing that right. If not, let me know in the comments below because I know you guys will. Although the AMG never created a true performance or high-performance variant of the R129 generation, the popular two-seater Mercedes-Benz marked a few special versions of this convertible, and it was pretty much never sold in the U.S. So in 1995, to celebrate the 40th anniversary of their epic victory in 1995 Mille road race, Mercedes created this vehicle in the addition of the SL. Only about 600 were built, including the SL280, the SL320, six-cylinder models, so V6s, and then they also had V8-powered SL500 versions. Some sources claim that AMG created a small number of 381 horsepower SL60 models. Each were painted brilliant silver metallic with, I think it's Polish Evo, six-spoke alloyed wheels, red and black leather interior, and even carbon fiber trim. Next on the list, we have the Mitsubishi Pajero Mini. According to Sean Morris, director of Top Ranks in Cypress, California, one of the national leader importers of Nissan Skyline GTRs and other unique JDM models. The Mitsubishi Pajero, if I hopefully saying that right again, Mini is like a Pajero but bite-sized. They're tiny little things, and I think they come about 129 to 130 inches long. I think they're about 54.9 to 55 inches wide. These SUVs are about 2 feet shorter and 13 inches narrower than the new Mazda Miata. So think about the Miata and now think about how small this is. They also have a 4-inch shorter wheelbase than a sports car, and they only weigh about 1,900 pounds. Now imagine you could fit an LS in this. What would you guys do then? If you remember the Suzuki Samurai, you get an idea of what you're talking about, what we're talking about here. This car, I think it has about 40 horsepower. It's ridiculous. 4-cylinder engine, very minuscule and weak with like 40 horsepower, but a dual overhead cam turbocharged version with about 50 horsepower was also offered. Well, this right here is pretty ugly. We have the Toyota Mega Cruiser. Similar to the American H1 Hummer or the Hummer H1, 1995 Toyota Mega Cruiser is one of Japan's most extreme off-road of all-time vehicles. All right, so it's an enormous SUV, 16 inches longer than the Hummer. So we know how the American Hummer look, guys. Imagine another look-alike, but it's going to be 16 inches longer, about 7 inches taller, and weigh 6,300 pounds. Just like the H1, it saw military duty and future double wishbone suspension, portal axles. I think it had they said like onboard tire pressure control system. So again, very similar to the U.S. military Hummers. We don't have the onboard tire pressure control system. We usually have that on our bigger vehicles like LMTVs and stuff. But again, it's huge, 37-inch tall tires, all-wheel drive, of course, four-wheel drive. Very good clearance on the front, center, rear locking differential. 28.5 gallon fuel tank, pretty good. Like I said, clearance they said about 17 inches, which is about 10 millimeters higher than the Hummer. So pretty much it's a big brother of the Hummer. If you know the Hummer, you know this. I guess horsepower, let's see what they have. 152 horsepower on a 4.1 liter turbo diesel inline, 4 backed by a 4-speed automatic. So that's not too bad, but horsepower is pretty weak. But again, with these cars, it's not about top end, it's about torque. And I can't find any torque numbers, but if I do, I will put it on the screen below. All right, guys, this car right here looks amazing. We have the Porsche 911 GT2. Look at that. So perhaps ultimate air-cooled Porsche 911. This 1995 GT2 was a special and qualifying for the 99.3 RS3 3.8 liter for the BRB series class. Whew, that is a mouthful. It did not come to the U.S. However, the Porsche was built built 194 from 1995 to 98. The original sticker price was a whopping $195,000. That's a lot of money for 1995 to 1998. And now these cars constantly sell at auction for 7 figures. So if you guys have one of those or trying to get one, you know what to expect. If you kept it, now, hey, that's big money. Porsche did not give the GT2 turbo wide body, but fitted lighter bolt-on fiberglass fenders. Tweaked the twin turbo to 3.6 liter flat 6 to produce 430 horsepower. Also, it does have unique bumpers, a massive rear spoiler, and a 6-speed manual transmission. We're also part of the deal. Next, we have the Alfa Romeo Spider. In summer of 1995, after years of dismissal, sales, and on financial losses, Alfa Romeo decided to step out of this U.S. market. The same year, they did introduce 2 sports cars, Spider and the GTV, which is the coupe. And this car, I believe, came with front-wheel drive machines, featured a traditional Alfa grille, flanked by 4 round headlights and a cam-tailed style rear end. So that pretty was cool. What do we have for, I think it was 16-valve 2.0 liter twin spark 4-cylinder and a 12-valve 3.8 liter V6. Nissan Rasheen. Car-like, sort of kind of cute. The Nissan Rasheen is a small 4-cylinder SUV with all-wheel drive. And comfortably seats 5. Some say that the blocky line and slab side have its Middle Eastern kind of quality or European kind of quality, but our eyes borrowed a bit from the 1984 to 2001 Jeep Cherokee. I can see that. Sort of kind of see a wagon look like in there. But it does come with a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder with 105 horsepower, 100 feet-pound of torque. Production lasts until, I think, August 2000, and larger, more powerful engine came later. Alright, this car you guys seen a bunch, definitely on YouTube. The Honda Integra Type R. We've seen DDE imported this from Canada, I believe. These Integra Type Rs, you know, instant performance legend. They have now become hot and expensive commodities on the collector's car market. Honda did sell the Integra Type R in the United States from 97 to about 2000. As an Acura, but everywhere else in the world, including Japan, domestic markets, JDM, the front-wheel drive, hot hatch, you know, pretty much like hot hatch Honda kind of thing, all were white and powdered, and powered with a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder known as the B18C. It featured Honda's VTEC system, which debuted the NSX, revved beyond 8,000 RPM, and produced 197 horsepower through a 5-speed manual transmission. Alright, let's roll through the next few of these cars, guys. We have the Mitsubishi Evolution 3. Nissan Skyline GT RR33 or R333, R33. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was the R33. And this one was in the early 90s. Japan auto industry hit the stride when it came to produce high-performance models. So there you go, the Nissan Skyline. For all my BMW Euro guys out there, we have the Euro-Spec BMW M3. Again, you could buy the BMW M3 in the US in '95, although the BMW also sold an E36 M3 in Europe at the time. And to finish it off, we have the Fiat Barchetta. It is a mid-90s, 1990s car. Car companies all over the world, from Mercedes to BMW, were launching little roadsters and trying to capture the success of Mazda when enjoying with the first generation Miata. We've already covered, Alfa Spider, things like that. We talked about the Miata. We talked about smaller cars of Fiat. So we're going to finish it off with this car. I believe they said was produced February of 1995 to the summer of '05. So guys, again, these are the cars that you can now import into the U.S. The 12 cars we just went over. If you guys are interested, start looking. But don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Become part of the family. And I always appreciate you guys. And we will see you next time. Cop that merch, link in the description. It is the first link in the description, actually, and 50% of all sales will go to helping the Wounded Warrior projects, and we will do something for the troops who've done something for us. Thank you, and see you later.
Your reflection in my wine glass. That's when I look away. Can't stand and think about losing your fine ass. How the fuck I let you slip away? Life for the party, but I'm dead inside. Kill my vibes, it was genocide. Hard to act like I